welcome back to Liberated Moments with Amber, where I am sharing thoughts, questions, and affirmations to inspire you to be unapologetically unafraid to be yourself. So if you are a first-time visitor, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. If you are a returning viewer, thank you. Let me express my extreme and very sincere gratitude that you've chosen to return, because it's real out there in these streets. So thank you so much for coming back. Thank you so much for sharing this on your social media, on your YouTube. Thank you for telling your friends about this if you are inspired. I really and truly appreciate you. So today I have another question for you. And today's question is, are you more afraid of changing than you are of becoming complacent? Think about it. Are you more afraid of changing than you are of becoming complacent? Now, at first, when I first had this thought, it didn't seem very threatening. It didn't sting a whole lot. And then I actually looked up the definition of complacent, and I was like, ooh, okay, that stings my pride a little bit more. I'm starting to feel like I might need to reflect on my own life just a little bit more. So the actual definition of complacent is marked by self-satisfaction, especially when accompanied by an unawareness of actual dangers or deficiencies. One more time, let's hone in on this a little bit. Marked by first, self-satisfaction. Are you self-satisfied? You're like, yeah, I did that. I'm good. I ain't got nothing to worry about. And you real satisfied. You real happy with yourself. And then it's accompanied by an unawareness of actual dangers or deficiencies. So that's like being smug about what you're doing or capable of and having the blinders on to your gaps and deficiencies, to the places where you could still stand to improve some, stand to do just a little more, maybe push yourself a little bit more. And then it's one of those questions of, have I become complacent? Ooh, I didn't think I was complacent, but maybe. Maybe it was you got that job bump, end of the year came around and you got your bonus and you got a nice little merit increase and you were like, yeah, my job is good. I don't have to do this. I'm cruising, I'm coasting. But prior to that promotion and prior to that pay bump and prior to where you are now, you were like, man, I really need to look into getting my certifications. There are a couple other certifications that I wanted to get. There was a degree. I was looking at my master's. I was looking at my bachelor's. I was looking at some other opportunities to really increase and broaden and give depth to my personal professional portfolio that really, really could have bumped me up to the next level. Not just the small merit increase, but the real jump. That whole, I'm over people jump. I'm a supervisor jump. I'm now a manager jump. But, once they gave you that nice little bump, you're like, I'll get to that later. You start putting it off, you start pushing it back, you start seeing the new paycheck and you're like, man, this is good. I'm okay. I don't really have to pursue my certifications. I don't really have to pursue my degree. I'll get there. Sound familiar to anybody? Did it sting a little bit? Because it stung me a little bit. Or maybe it's not even professional. Maybe it's personal. Maybe it's you finally got the person of your dreams, if you want to look at romantic. Maybe it's a networking opportunity. Maybe there was someone that was, 2 or 3 degrees of separation away that you knew would be an ideal, mentor that you knew would be an ideal influencer, that you knew would be an ideal person for you to be connected to, that could really help you in another area in your life, and then you finally got connected to them, and then you didn't continue to water that relationship? Because we all know that in order for a mentor to really be able to pour into you, there's going to be a level where you're going to have to add value to them. Why? Because our mentors are normally busy people. They're normally in the place that we already want to be in. So it would behoove us to make sure that we're giving a little bit, even if it's not monetary, not talking about monetary, that you're adding some value when it comes to your mentor. Well, there's that. So that would be one of those you might be complacent if type moments. And of course, the true danger of becoming complacent is the fact that once you've become complacent, you're not going to go any farther than where you are. Complacent, contentment. Well, no, contentment is normally peaceful, but complacent and comfort, they normally go real hand in hand. I know one of my favorite quotes says that, your comfort zone is beautiful, but nothing grows there. Why? Because that path has already been walked on. It's trod over. The dirt's packed together. Nothing can bloom out of it. You have to go beyond it if you're going to start to grow and really expand yourself. So therein are some of the dangers of complacency. You cease to explore. You cease to explore yourself. You may cease to explore job opportunities. You may cease to explore just personal development activities. That's what happens when you become complacent, and that's why it can be harmful to you. So, what are you going to do? Let's look at it. Are you more afraid of changing than you are becoming complacent? Because now we've addressed the dangers and what complacency looks like. But what's so scary about change? That's the next question. What's so scary about change? Is it that fear of the unknown? Because there's always going to be something unknown. Even if you got the job bump, we all know at this point in time, at this day and age, your job could be gone tomorrow. So what's really scary about the unknown? Let's just talk about it. Because that's all change is. It's venturing to some place that you're not as familiar with, where there might be a little more uncertainty, where there might be, just a new level of push. New push, new information. But the thing is, that's not going to harm you. There's at the end of the day, it's not nearly as scary as we think it is. And we really should be more afraid of becoming complacent. Because complacent, eventually what happens is more than likely the rug will get pulled out from under you. It's going to come in real unexpectedly. It's going to happen at some moment when you really think that you're cruising and coasting along, and somebody's going to go kink, and you're just going to be like, whoo, what do I do now? Because I don't know. So I need you to think about that today. Ponder it. Let it percolate. Ask yourself, reflect. Are you complacent? And are you more afraid of changing than you are of being complacent? Because complacent seems real nice when you're there until, something happens. Just saying. And that is today's Liberated Moment with Amber. Thank you so much, as always, for joining. I hope that you will be back Friday because, as you already know, content drops every Monday and every Friday, so you can easily find me on YouTube. If you are on Instagram or Facebook, you can find me on Instagram at _T.L.S.M. You can find me on Facebook at TLSMLLC. If you like the shirts that you see in the intro, you can find those on my website at theliberatedsoulmovement.com. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. See ya.